So, in times, there are occurrences where something happens on TV, say a musical performance, doesn't go well with an audience that's not necessarily the target audience, but probably something necessarily to bring a new audience to the game or whatever it is you're watching. For instance, starting off with Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy Kimmel recently featured the band Knocked Loose to perform their song Suffocate live on television, to which, of course, a certain demographic of women did not necessarily like it. Mostly like people who are like uh, concerned mothers, is what I'm trying to say. So, over concerned mothers, just like back in the day, going a little overboard on something. They said that Knocked Loose on Jimmy Kimmel was quote unquote scaring the babies or scaring the children. And it was an absolute horror show. And they were not going to watch Jimmy Kimmel anymore because they featured that satanic band, which isn't even satanic, by the way. But that's not what this is about. This is about the second time this has happened recently. And I am here to talk to you about the Kendrick Lamar Super Bowl situation. Come here, kitty. I'm trying to lure my cat up on my bed, but it's not working. So, Kendrick Lamar, as you know, just recently played the Super Bowl. And in my opinion, it was one of the greatest Super Bowl performances of all time. Which is quite a strong statement, but I stand by it. Now, of course, there's a demographic of people, of men, specifically older white males, who aren't necessarily down with Kendrick's performance. And there's, of course, people, of course, all around who go on both sides, who either like it or don't like it. Some people say it was mid, but primarily it is older white males. Yes, I'm opening my mouth on this opinion. Oh boy. Now, I'm not one to get political, but I'm just saying be open minded. Don't you want to, if you really love something, don't you want to share it with other people? Doesn't anyone want to share that feeling with other people? Like, I find something I love and I want to share it with other people. So, I didn't see this many people complaining, by the way, when Dr. Dre was performing the last Super Bowl. Or was that two Super Bowls ago? Either way, What the hell? It was beautiful. It was well coordinated. Some of the references were on point. There was a lot of things that meant things. For instance, the start where there was the PlayStation controllers, the button sequence that was played was the full health and full armor on Grand Theft Auto cheat code. As one who has entered that cheat code way too many times in my life, I noticed that. I'm like, ooh, there's so much fun stuff in the entirety of Kendrick Lamar's performance. And I'm the obvious Samuel L. Jackson is Uncle Sam gag. It was on the nose, but it was beautiful. Tell me, tell me that wasn't a good choice. Plus, having him as a hype guy, like most expensive hype guy of all time, but like, tell me that wasn't brilliant. And Kendrick Lamar solo headlining the Super Bowl and not just getting a whole bunch of other people involved on it. That took that says something right there. There's of course appearances from Lefty Gunplay, Serena Williams, Drake's ex, uh, and a whole bunch of others. Like, but there's something I want to bring up that's even more important than that. Let's just talk about how globally unified Kendrick Lamar got an entire stadium to shout A minor, and probably millions of people in their homes just chilling, saying A minor. This was one of the Super Bowls that I knew I was going to enjoy because of the Kendrick performance. It turned out that it made me open my mind and want to watch the entire Super Bowl, which I did. Most times I would usually just not give a shit about the football games and watch the halftime performance. But Kendrick Lamar's performance made me want to sit and watch the entire Super Bowl. So there's that. Okay? Old white guys. I could only say that too many times in here. Uh, and I must also say that this entire is humorous observation, so don't think it's too malicious. And also, if you're thinking I'm being racist towards white people, I'm primarily white, bro. I'm only saying what I sees, calling it as I sees it. Okay? I'd say this was one of the best performances of all time in the Super Bowl. I'd suggest watching it again, actually, and going over all the symbolism of it because it is on the NFL website and you can watch it. Watch it. Look at all the symbolism that you probably missed. And I think you'll enjoy it a lot. And I'm sorry to all the older white dudes who I have potentially may have offended by saying, yeah, let gangster rap be in the Super Bowl. You know what? I'm gonna raise one even better. Let Metallica do the next Super Bowl, okay? Let Metallica do the next Super Bowl. Let metal be at the Super Bowl. Everybody could agree on Metallica. I'd say the billions upon billions of streams online, YouTube, and album sales altogether point out that, hey, San Francisco, the area where um, Metallica is from, it only makes sense. And if you don't like gangster rap, I'm sorry you don't like gangster rap. I'm sorry you don't like rap in general. Sometimes we limit ourselves, and that's okay. Some people are okay within their limits. Just because you're within your limits, though, keep off of other people's limits because they're in their own limit and in their own lane. And don't slow that lane down. A little bit of wisdom. Like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to drink your water. Love you.